Okay, in this video we're going to show you how to do confidence intervals on the TI Inspire. Now, I must note that this video will not show you how to do all the check all the assumptions and make sure all the conditions are met. That's outside the scope of the calculator, but I'm just going to show you how to do the calculations and create the intervals. So first, it's important to realize where the intervals are. So if we go to Menu, Statistics, you look at number 6, it says Confidence Intervals. We select that and we see that there are 8 potential intervals, ZT, 2 sample, 2 sample, 1 prop, 2 prop. We will not be using 7 and 8 in this course. So what we have to do is we have to realize that there are 2 ways we can input data into these intervals. So I'm just going to select T interval to show you. We can either select it by data, and that's if we've input the data into a list in spreadsheets in our calculator, or we can select it from the summary statistics. And that's when we're given a bunch of information in a problem, we just want to plug it in. So those are the 2 ways to do the data, to get it into the calculator. And so I'm going to give you a 1 sample example and a 2 sample example, showing one of each. So here we go. I'm going to escape out of this. And on page 1.1 here, I have the heights of boys in a class. You see there are only 11. I want to use this to get a confidence interval for the heights of the boys in the math department at that time, because this was a math class. And so what I do is I go to my calculator screen and I want to construct a 90% confidence interval. So I go Menu, Statistics, Confidence Intervals. And I'm going to select the T interval because I do not know the population standard deviation. And it says, how do I want to get my data into the calculator where it's already there as data? So I hit OK. And it says, OK, what data do you want? Well, I'm going to select boys. Frequency list is 1, and I said I wanted a 90% confidence interval, so I'm going to go in here and just type in 90. And then I'm going to hit Tab and hit OK. And it gives me all the information I need. It says what I did, my lower bound, my upper bound, all right, my mean, and all the information. Again, didn't do anything about the conditions. I just did the interval test. Now, the other way to do it is straight from data. Okay? Straight from numerical summaries. So I'm going to bring a question down top here. I'm going to give you a little bit to read, a little bit of time to read the question. I'll just slide this down a bit so you get it. And it's basically asking how do people feel about the President's job approval rating from 2009 to 2010. So since we have successes over a total number, we're going to count this as a proportion. And so these are 2 separate proportions. So we want to construct a confidence interval, 95% confidence interval for the change in the President's approval rating. So we go to Menu, Statistics, Confidence Intervals. All right, we're going to go to 2 proportion Z interval. Now, successes. I'm going to treat 2009 as the first one. So the successes here were 535. 535 out of 1010. In 2010, it was 612 out of 1024. And that's all the information you need to put in your calculator, except we want a 95% confidence level, and that's the standard that's in your calculator to start. We just hit OK, and then you can see it gives us all the information. Lower bound, upper bound, okay, and margin of error, the p-hat of 1 and 2, n of 1 and 2, so we can get all the information. Again, we didn't do any conditions, didn't check all that, but we did do the construction of the confidence interval. So that's how you do it. Basically, you either use your data or your numerical summaries, and you can use one of the 6 confidence intervals as appropriate for the problem.